and gentlemen, this is the TNA Knockout Queen of the Cage match. Introducing the first participant from Los Angeles, California, Christy Hemme.
Yes, we are back inside this jam-packed Songus Arena in Lowell, Massachusetts for the Queen of the Cage. Here comes the very vocal ballet of the Rock and Rave infection, Christy Hemme.
Hide your microphone. Hide your microphone, Mike Janae.
I don't think there's any way that we're going to give Christy Hemme the microphone tonight here at Lockdown. No, we don't have to worry about that screeching and squealing.
Representing the Latin American Exchange, she is Salinas.
Yes, the representative of LAX. It's Salinas headed down, second participant here tonight in the Queen of the Cage at our Lockdown pay-per-view event. There's going to be 8 knockouts involved in this matchup. Salinas to join Christy Hemme.
The next participant in the Knockout Queen of the Cage match is the pride of Tennessee, Jeff Cohen.
Keeping alive with the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm. Even before that, Don, a very extensive professional career for the pride of Tennessee, Jacqueline.
In my mind, this is the favorite. In my mind, this is somebody with her experience who knows how to brawl. Because you got to brawl outside of the cage to work your way in. First 2 that make it in, it's pinfall and submission to crown the Queen of the Cage. Keep your eyes on the pride of Tennessee, folks.
Well, you called her the favorite, and I have to agree at this point, especially when you look at that experience factor, the edge that she has.
From St. Mary's, Ontario, Canada, Tracy Brooks.
Yet on the other hand, when you're talking about experience, let's just say in recent matchups over the course of the past few months, maybe look at somebody like Tracy Brooks. She's been there too.
Well, she's been in some brawls as of late, and I mean, think about it. She's gotten to get some good experience from wrestling with Booker T. I mean, who else but Booker T to help get you ready for a match like this?
Ladies and gentlemen, the next participants first from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Angelina Love. And from the Big Apple, Velvet Sky.
The beautiful people of the TNA Knockouts. And if you don't believe it, just ask Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. They have a very high opinion of themselves. And how about that recent situation with the Voodoo Queen, Roxy Laveau, and the makeover that went south?
Well, as far as they're concerned, everybody but them needs a new makeover. I mean, that's their MO. But one thing about it, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, you got to keep an eye on them because they will work together.
You know, they told me when they saw that shirt and tie combination, they were thinking of a makeover for you.
As long as they do it, it's cool with me.
Oh, man, Rocco Khan.
Well, I know we call the bullet points for the X Division the X Factors. But to me, this is the X Factor of this TNA Knockouts matchup because so little is known about what Rocco Khan can do in a match.
Well, one thing about her, she's intimidating, a little bit like Awesome Kong. You look at her and you just think of the possibilities someone that size can do in a match like this.
The freak of Big Papa Puck Scott Steiner and Petey Williams.
Think about it.
And the final participant from Congo Square in New Orleans, Louisiana, Roxy Laveau.
Boy, talk about a roller coaster ride of emotions for one of the TNA Knockouts. Go back just a couple of months when BKM kicked her to the curb. BG and Kip James, and they're going to settle their differences later tonight. They fired the Voodoo Queen, Roxy Laveau. The problems that she's had in recent weeks, especially with Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, the beautiful people tell me she might be looking for some revenge tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the rules for this match. All 8 knockouts will start on the arena floor. The first 2 to flight and climb their way into the ring will then have a singles match won by pinfall or submission to determine the #1 contender for the Knockouts title and will be declared the first ever TNA Knockout Queen of the Cage. It all starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
This is what I love about Lockdown. Yes, every match is in the 6 sides of steel, but there's that little different hook to every match here at our Lockdown pay-per-view, and you're certainly seeing that on display here with this, yes, Queen of the Cage matchup. You've got to get inside the cage. First 2 that do, they'll then have a match to be decided, as David Penzer said, by pin or submission.
Well, one thing I noticed, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, went right after Roxy LeBeau, but look at Rockatan, just busting away. You saw Jacqueline going crazy. Tracy Brooks and oh man, Velvet Sky just put Roxy LeBeau's face right on the ring apron. You can see Angelina Love climbing away, trying to get to the top, and that's the thing. If you can get high enough, they can't stop you. And it looks like Angelina Love is gonna make it in if she can continue on unimpeded, Mike.
Well, she's got to be certainly not a huge favorite at this point because she's already there. She's already up. She's inside the cage with nobody at all trying to stop her. She's the first. Who's going to be the second? Who's going to face her? I see, well, Velvet Sky climbing up on the far side.
What kind of a matchup would that be? A situation where Velvet Sky, Angelina Love going at it. Rockatan doing her best as you see Salinas. Christy Hemme pulling on those big long legs of that genetic freak. And look at this, Velvet Sky almost got up. Roxy LeBeau knocking her there. And you can see Jacqueline, this Brooks trying to get in, and now it's a race to the top. Roxy LeBeau's got the lead. Roxy LeBeau's got over the top. Can she get down in time? Roxy LeBeau, Angelina Love. It's pinfall or submission.
But Voodoo Queen looked pretty comfortable, making her way up and over the top of the cage and then inside the 6 sides of steel. Referee Rudy Charles, TNA senior official, says let's turn these girls loose. At this point, it's win by pin or submission, and you will be crowned the first ever TNA Knockout Queen of the Cage. Got a little good news, bad news situation for the winner. You're going to get a title shot. You're going to be the #1 contender. That would be the good news. The bad news, the champion is Awesome Kong.
Great point, Mike, today. Oh, what an elbow. What a shot by Roxy LeBeau. One thing Roxy LeBeau's got to have right now, confidence. Why? Because she doesn't have to worry about Velvet Sky trying to sneak in from behind. Because he's 1, 2, almost got the pin. Angelina Love, she can't depend on Velvet Sky now. There is no way to run, nowhere to hide inside the 6 sides of steel. It's 1-on-1, but Angelina Love with a vicious jawbreaker on the Voodoo Queen.
That's the beauty of the 6 sides of steel. Not have to worry about that outside interference as we see that big flying clothesline. Angelina not going to go for the pin. Instead, she takes the Voodoo Queen by the head and then just repeatedly bashes her on the canvas. Tell everybody about the history between these two. Hasn't been too good as of late, has it?
Well, after the makeover attempt where Roxy LeBeau fell for it, thought they were actually going to try to help her, and then they just turned it into something ugly and disgusting. And now Angelina Love taking the scarf and just wrapping it around the neck and choking Roxy LeBeau. Angelina Love just has a mean streak to her, and I'll tell you what, you can look at her and realize the shape she's in. But look at Roxy LeBeau, counters and tries to put her head in the cage, but Angelina Love stops it.
You're right, Angelina able to put on the brakes, swing and a miss with the clothesline.
Nice
Boy,
kick.
what a boot that was, and with authority. Right on the cover, far leg hook, 2 count only for Angelina Love in the pin attempt on the Voodoo Queen.
I'll tell you what, Angelina Love, though, she just gave the kick right to the jaw. She's really mad at referee Rudy Charles. She thought she had the 3 count. Roxy LeBeau got the shoulder up in plenty of times, but now look at this. You can see her putting that boot to the back of the head while the neck is choking against the ropes. And that's just knocking the wind out of her, and Angelina Love just toying with Roxy LeBeau right now, Mike.
You're right, Voodoo Queen certainly on the defensive, in trouble. Angelina going to shoot her across. Quick reversal there. First the boot. Going to try and take her up into the air. Got her back, got her up on her shoulders. Angelina able to fight it off. Drops down on her feet. Turns Roxy around, drilled her with the boot. Oh, what a plant that was. She calls that the lights out.
Well, it looks like it's lights out. She hit it with perfection, and you can see Roxy Laveau just looking up. 2, whoa! Got the shoulder up, and I'm telling you, that was just in time, Professor.
Well, you can certainly see the frustration being exhibited by Angelina Love. You said it best. She hit the lights out move, planted her with it, thought she had the 3 count. Boy, listen to the fans, Don, here at the Songus Arena in Lowell, Massachusetts. They're behind the Voodoo Queen, Roxy Laveau.
Oh, you hear the chants of Roxy, Roxy, as Angelina Love's got to hear it too. And Roxy Laveau trying to get around there, but Angelina Love turns it to her favor.
Gonna try and roll her up off the
1,
ropes. Here's
2.
the pin attempt. Roxy able to use her leg strength to send her right off and into the cage face first. Wow.
Oh, you saw this move on
We
this
saw
side.
this. We sure did. The Voodoo drop. We saw it on Thursday Night Impact.
She's got her set.
Look out.
Oh, the Voodoo drop right on the spine. 2, out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, the Queen of the Cage, Roxy Laveau.
First ever TNA knockout Queen of the Cage. It's Roxy Laveau, and as a result, she's going to move on. She's going to get that title shot against the TNA knockout champ.
Well,
The awesome Tom.
The Voodoo Queen is the Queen of the Cage.